What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Baha, and today we will be talking about 8 different things that I have learned from living in Malaysia for 5.5 and almost 6 years now. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first point that I want to discuss with you is to pursue goals, but never ever chase them. Here's the thing, I see this more frequently than not happening all of the time. A guy and a girl, they meet and then they keep chatting. They chat over text and talk and talk and talk, and then like 3 or 4, not even 3 or 4 days, like sometimes 5 or 6 days if I'm being legitimately honest, they'll be like, dude, what did the girl do? Why did she go? I thought everything was going well. I was having a good time with her. What did I do wrong? The answer is very easy. What you did wrong is you have kept absolutely nothing left for mystery for her. The girl got bored. She already knows everything about you, and chances are you've even told her more than she has asked for, because guys have this natural tendency where they want to be like, hey, I want to impress this girl, I want to get this girl, so I have to impress her. No, dude, this is not how you do it. If anything, you want to ask her questions and let her talk about herself. You shouldn't be like, hey, what do you do for a living? What's this? What's that? And with every question you ask, with every answer she gives, there will be this one word somewhere in the sentence where you could just hold that and be like, speaking of which, how about this and that? Why didn't you tell me more? Girls love to talk about themselves. They want to tell you everything about themselves. All you have to do is literally listen. And if they ask you a question, for example, like, hey, what do you do for a living? Maybe for me, I'm an engineer. So what do I say? Yeah, I'm just an engineer. How about you? What do you do for a living? I just fire the question back. I only tell her what she asked for, and that's it. You don't want to over pursue her. You don't want to chase her. You don't want to be the guy who gets friend zoned because he keeps absolutely no mystery. Two rules actually that we have with girls is, the first one is less is more, and the second one, attraction grows in space. The first one, less is more, basically means that the less you tell a girl, the more she will actually be attracted to you. She doesn't know everything about you, she's going to have to hunt it down. And the more she starts hunting it down, the more she will actually be more interested in you. This is just fundamentally how girls work. I did not program them, you have to ask God about this, but with guys which are much more experienced with me and with me personally, this is what always worked with us, less is more. And second point that I want to convey is attraction grows in space. Basically, when you give a girl space, you are letting her attraction run. You're letting her emotions go. She'll be like, oh, what if he's talking to other girls? Oh, what is he doing? What is this? What is that? And if she truly likes you, she's going to convey some interest. She'll be like, hey, where did you go? How have you been? And all that. Dude, if a girl asks you, where did you go? And she initiates the conversation, she's golden, dude. You want to keep this girl. She likes you. Just do me a favor and don't ruin it. Again, guys, one more time, mystery is everything. You want to keep it as simple as, hey, let's go get some coffee. And oh yeah, and one last thing before I forget. When it comes to asking girls out, you want to sound confident. Let me give you 2 examples here. Would you rather be like, hey, would you like to grab some coffee sometime and sound all friendly? Or would you rather sound like a real man and be like, hey, let's go get some coffee together? Obviously, don't shout that in her face, but over text, you could be like, hey, let's go get some coffee together. Mentally, you will be not manipulating her, but you will be conveying to her, hey, you have no other option but just to say sure, like, come on, this is gonna be fun. You don't want to miss out on this. You're basically promising her a good time. And if she says no, find another girl, dude. It's not the end of the world. Just don't fall into the trap of her beauty and all that. Like, come on, dude. Every other guy who knows nothing about girls has already told her that she's beautiful 1,000 different times. Why do you want to be like one of these guys? If anything, these guys know absolutely nothing. Anyway, like I said, you want to ask a girl out once a week, and that's it. And then you want to contact her back 5 or 6 days later and be like, hey, let's go get something else. Don't say anything in the meantime. If she contacts you, just give her short answers and that's it. And then contact her at the end of the next week and be like, hey, let's just go do this and that. It's as simple as that. Ask her out once a week, and eventually she will want to hang out more with you, and she will want to meet up with you even more. And if you really want to make this effective, talk to more than one girl, dude. If you have more than one girl, chances of you messing up with one very special girl are much, much less. And if you mess up with one girl, just get another one. It's as easy as that. Anyway, enough of talk about this point. Let's get to the second point. Never ever give up on your dreams. Let me just put this straight out there, okay? If you have a dream, no one's going to achieve it for you. If you have a dream, you must pursue it like your life depends on it. You are the tiger, you are the lion, you are the monster of your world. If you don't have a dream to pursue, people will be like, okay, why should we even care about you? You don't have anything of value to convey. But if you have something that you're passionate about, people will find it attractive because you truly love what you're doing. And not everyone out there has the same kind of passion. So if you have a dream, you are the lion and you are the beast of your world, and you have to pursue it no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what happens. People will hate on you. They'll be like, oh, you got lucky, you got this and that, you have rich parents and all. Cut the crap out, guys, okay? I don't like these excuses. What you want to do is you want to make sure that when you have a dream, you want to get it. Whatever it takes, whatever happens, if you have to start from the ground, bottom zero, so be it. Get that dream, work on it, prove to them that you are the beast of the world, and people, as much as they hate you, when you finally get to your dream, for every one man who hates you, 1,000 others will respect you, and they will be willing to defend you even if their life goes into this. Trust me when I say this, people respect those who have a lot of dreams. Trust me. Anyway, to the third point, which is side hustles and new skills. Guys, I can't stress this enough to you. Get a side hustle, folks. One way to actually avoid messing your life up with girls and, being a high value male is to actually get a high side hustle. Find something that you're passionate about. Do something that you love. Do something that drives you crazy. Do something reckless. Can you do this? Like, even opening a camera and talking in front of it, that's reckless enough for the first time. Eventually you will get used to it, but for the first few times, talking to a camera will scare you like crazy. And putting it even on YouTube for the first time, this will scare you like crazy. Like when I first put my face out on YouTube, I was terrified of YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scared of what people think, but things went smoothly, perfectly fine, and here I am, talking to you guys on another video. Along with the side hustles, you want new skills. Learn some new skills, folks. Like, if I'm just going to leave this in one sentence, learn new skills. You never know when you will need them. Maybe machine learning is the big thing nowadays. Maybe you are interested in artificial intelligence. So what? Go to Udemy and learn about artificial intelligence. If you are interested in football, learn some soccer. Practice it. If you're interested, I don't know, in what, game design, 3D modeling, or any of these activities, learn them all on Udemy. There's always a new skill, guys. Like, have an active life. If you really want to work out with girls and attract them, have an active life. They will eventually find this attractive when the time is right for them. The right girl will find you attractive for your hobbies and your interests and your personality. They don't care about how you look. You could be smoking hot for a guy, but if you have no personality, she's gonna get bored really, really quickly. Have something to live for. Stand up for something, boys. Stand up for something. It really means the world to you, and people will truly respect you. And the more people respect you, the more girls you're gonna attract. Anyway, you don't need friends. This is an interesting one. For me, for 5 years and a half, whenever I have a problem, when I rarely ever tell my issues to my mother, pretty much none of my friends knows that I have any sort of mental, psychological problems or any of that. You don't need friends. Like, if anything, especially in college, what do majority of your quote-unquote friends do? They drink, they party, they meet gold diggers, they get scammed for their money, and then they cry to their family, hey, mom, I got scammed. And heck, maybe even they will go gambling and lose all their banks and eventually get filed for bankruptcy. And some of them would even go to the extreme case of having friends that encourage them to drink and smoke weed. You really want your life to end up in prison? My guess would be no, you don't want your life to end up in prison. Anyway, the point is, if you can't find someone who matches your energy and goes along with you, you don't have to change in yourself to fit with other people. Be true to yourself, boys. Respect yourself. Act like real men. And everyone will respect you when you finally succeed and be on top of the world. I really want to see you guys on top of the world one day. I would be more than happy for that, and I want to celebrate it with all of you. Here's a fist bump. Anyway, point 5. Have values. Morals, religion, ethics. These are the 3 top values that I would always tell you. Here's the thing. I recently had this incident where a girl came up to me. She was like, hey, Baha. I had absolutely no idea who this girl was. She was polite, but when I rejected her offer, she vanished. So I was like, okay, she's just business. Let's get to the point. I had this girl. She was like, hey, Baha, we are a gambling company. We have statistics that guarantee 100% win, and you can make 300 ringgit in 20 minutes every day. Would you like to be interested? First of all, this is rigged gambling, so basically you're cheating. Second of all, this is gambling. In Islam, I don't care how many Muslims have gotten into gambling. In Islam, gambling is a red line, period. I told her, no, I'm a Muslim. My religion does not allow that. Please respect my religion. She was like, okay, I respect that. And then she vanished. I was like, okay, so you don't want to talk? Nope. Okay. I couldn't care less. The point is, respect your values, stand up for yourself, and make sure that if you know how to respect yourself and stand up for yourself, people will flat out have no other option but to respect you as well. And if anyone tries to get into a fight with you against that, so be it. You want to have that mentality that no one is ever going to be able to change your values, and you will never change your values for anyone. This is what people respect, when you are adamant and you stand up for who you truly are. Let's get to the next point, which is your mentality is important. Exercise. That's an interesting one. Guys, I couldn't stress this out to you. Let me just put this in very simple logic. If you take good care of you, if you start hitting the gym or playing any sort of exercise, you are hitting two birds with one stone. You're basically taking care of your mental health, and you are taking good care of your physical health. When you take good care of your physical health, you will be physically attractive to girls, and chances of you being accepted by girls who are truly interested in you will skyrocket, just for the simple fact that every day you are grinding and hustling in the gym. Above all else, you will also take care of your mental health. The benefits of taking good care of your mental health are outstanding. Let's be honest, majority of us guys, we have a terrible addiction to pornography. Like, I'm just gonna say this out open to you. I had the same problem before, and I'm currently trying to get rid of that. We all had some issues with that, and because our mental health was terrible, which was a result of us not taking good care of ourselves. So if we take good care of our mental health by hitting the gym and exercising, this means that we will be able to understand and analyze and study much faster, because our brain will have a really good rush. Like, this is as effective as dopamine and some really addictive drugs, but this is a really, really good drug. And the only way that it comes out is by playing some exercise of some sort. Even if you're in a lockdown, just find the track around and run. Like, just go out for a run for 20 minutes, run 2 or 3 kilometers. That's more than enough. Your mental health will work. And the positive effects is you will be able to study faster, you will be able to understand stuff faster, you will be even more attractive to girls. And I mean, come on, if you're watching this video, then chances are you really want to attract a girl. You will be more attractive to girls. So think of all of these three which were just mentioned. My point is, you want to take good care of your mental health. It will pay off big time in the long run. Let's get to the final point, which is motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. And this comes exactly relevant to the point which was just mentioned earlier, which was point number 7 of your health and exercise. When you are motivated, you will start. Like, maybe, okay, I have just given you the motivation to actually hit the gym. You will start hitting the gym, but then what? If you couldn't be disciplined, you will quit after 3 or 4 days. You'll be like, okay, I've had enough. I don't want to go back to the gym. I couldn't do this. I'm a failure and all. No, you're not a failure. You're just not inspired, and you couldn't be disciplined because of that. You must learn how to be disciplined, because without discipline, your whole life will be dragged down. If you could be disciplined within a few months, like just 5 or 6 months of the gym, you will start seeing lines. Oh, and by the way, without a diet, you'll have to search up that on your own, but without a diet, you're not going to do well in the gym. You will start seeing lines of your own. You will feel confident about your body. You will feel that you could rule the world. And even better than that, when you get into a physical fight, if you ever get forced in that, chances of you getting hurt will be much, much low. Like, even your body will be thanking you for taking good care of it. Who doesn't want that? And girls will find you attractive. So that's about it for this video, folks. Thank you so much for watching. These were the 8 lessons that I have learned the hard way through living for 5 years and a half in Malaysia. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down below. It really, really makes a very big difference to me. Subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below which point you agree with the most. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And without further ado, thank you so much for listening, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.